How does radiocarbon dating reveal ancient environments? Imagine holding a tiny piece of history in your hand, like a burnt piece of wood or a fragment of bone, and knowing exactly when it was alive. That's what radiocarbon dating can do. It's a method that helps scientists figure out the age of organic materials from thousands of years ago. But it's not just about telling time. It also helps us understand what the environment was like back then. Here's how it works. Living organisms like plants and animals constantly take in carbon from their surroundings. This includes a special kind called carbon-14, which is radioactive. When they die, they stop absorbing carbon, and the carbon-14 inside begins to decay at a steady rate. This decay has a half-life of about 5,730 years, meaning half of the carbon-14 will have disappeared after that time. By measuring how much carbon-14 remains in a sample, scientists can calculate how long ago the organism died. But the story doesn't end there. Scientists also look at stable carbon isotopes, specifically the ratio of carbon-13 to carbon-12. These ratios, known as delta-13 carbon values, tell us about the types of plants that grew in the area. Plants that use different photosynthesis pathways leave distinct isotopic signatures. For example, C3 plants like trees and wheat have different ratios than C4 plants like maize and millet. Since C4 plants thrive in hot, dry environments and C3 plants prefer cooler, wetter conditions, these ratios help us piece together past climates. Scientists apply radiocarbon dating to many organic materials found in archaeological sites. Charcoal from ancient fires, seeds, bones, pollen, and even sediments can all be dated. When pollen grains are preserved in layers of sediment, they reveal what kinds of plants were growing at different times. This information helps us track changes in vegetation and climate over thousands of years. To make sure the dates are accurate, scientists use calibration curves. These curves are created from records like tree rings, lake sediments, and corals that have been independently dated. They help convert radiocarbon years into actual calendar years, making the environmental reconstructions more precise. By combining radiocarbon dating with isotopic analysis, archaeologists can determine when certain environmental changes happened. They can see how climate shifts affected plant life, animal populations, and even human activities. For example, if a layer of sediment shows a sudden increase in C for plants, it might indicate a period of hotter, drier weather. If bones from animals show a change in diet, it could reflect environmental shifts. In the end, radiocarbon dating is more than just a clock. It's a tool that helps us piece together the story of Earth's past environments. It allows us to connect the dots between climate, vegetation, and human history, giving us a clearer picture of how our planet has changed over time.